we're going to be doing division with the stamp game. So you are going to need your math book, and your title is going to be Division Stamp Game. And you're going to need your pencil, and you're going to need, I'm using tacks because that's all I could find in my house. But if you could find some buttons that are green, or some beads that are green, or sequins that are green, anything that you can find around your house that is green, and you'll need 9 of those. So with division, we have our stamp game. You have to have the units over on the right hand side, then the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. And you need a little bit of room over on here because this is where we're going to be working with our division. You're going to have some equations that you're going to print out from the website, and you're going to start with your first equation. Now, with division, it's really interesting because you set up your equation completely different than addition and multiplication and subtraction. You're going to count over 1, 2, and then count down 1. Okay? And then you are going to write your divisor in that space. Okay, so our divisor today is going to be 2,468. Okay, then you're going to make this really interesting symbol. You do a backward C, and then you put a line all the way across your dividend. And then your divisor is going to go here. And this, today, our divisor is going to be 2. So our dividend is this number here, which we're taking out of our stamp game. So it's going to be 2,400 60. So we take 6 out of the tens. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try and keep them nice and neat. And then 8 out of the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And now we need our divisor, which is 2. I'm going to use my tacks, and I have 2. So I'm going to put 2 tacks here. 1, 2. If you're using tacks, please be careful because they're very pointed. Okay, so that means that we are going to take this big number and we're going to divide it by 2. We're going to see how much is left. So with division, we always start with our thousands. That's different because usually we start with our units. We always start with our thousands, the highest hierarchy in division. Division is all about equal distribution. So we are going to give 1,000 to this tack and 1,000 to this tack. These are the Skittles that are in our stamp game. And then now we're going to equally give the hundreds. 100. Oh, I still have more, so I keep on going. And I give each 100. Okay? Then we do our tens. We give each one a 10. Each one a 10. And then each one a 10. And then we do our units. 1 unit for that, 1 unit for there, 1 unit for there, 1 unit for there, 1 unit there, 1 unit there, and I'm just going to push it up a little bit so I can put my last unit in. 1 unit there, and 1 unit there. Just push them up. Great. And so now we have what's called a quotient. And our quotient is what is in the last line under this one skittle. What is the number under this one skittle? So here it is 1,234. And that's what we put at the top of our equation. 1,234. Then we go on to our next equation. Here. Thank you for doing the stamp game. Let's do another equation. So we'll put all our equation away. Okay, our next equation is going to be, we count over 1, 2, 3, and 1 down, and that's where we're going to put our next number. Our next equation is going to be 3,963, and here's our backwards C, and our line across the top, and this time our our divisor is 3. This is our dividend, this is our divisor, is 3. So our big number we take out of the stamp game. We're going to take out 3,000. $900. $60. $3. And this time, our divisor is 3. So that means I'm going to use 3 skittles, or three pins, or 3 buttons, or 3 sequins, whatever it is. So that means we're going to take this number and we're going to divide it equally amongst these 3. And so we start with our thousands, and we put our thousands there. And then we do our hundreds. Make sure everybody gets the same amount. And then, once we finished our hundreds, we do our tens. And then we do our units. And we look to see what is down the last row. I call this a skittle. And that is what our quotient will be, 1,321. And we put it into our math book right above, 1,321. Thank you for doing the division with the stamp game.